Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Today, Monday, December 5th, doing some Lightroom work. Testing. Do we hear audio yet? I don't hear anything. Oh. Some light. There we go. Testing. Do we hear audio yet? All right. So, good morning. It's December 5, Monday. It's around 9:30 a.m. Up a little later than I usually would stream, but maybe 9 a.m., 9:15 isn't such a bad time. So today I wanted to make some progress on my first thing in the morning things doing for myself. The idea being that I spend the first 15 minutes or so working at least on one thing that's for one of my ongoing projects that otherwise would get consumed by work-related projects or chores or something like that. This is my way of maintaining a kind of mindfulness every morning. I haven't been doing it for about 2 months regularly, and I'm feeling the need to get back to this habit. So that's what I'm going to do today. What I want to do is work on some product photography I took last week. There's a video session on that, and I was taking product photography for, there's not any nearby, but product photography of some pads of paper that I'm making based on my emergent task planner design, which is a daily planner. Let me just pull up the pictures. I can't remember how to talk today. So here's my desktop. Let's pull up Lightroom. Make sure Lightroom will open on the right page. And so these are the pictures I took last week. I think did I put these in quick collection? I did not. And these are still auto-imported. Let me put all these in a collection. I remember how to do that. Let's add this as a quick collection for now, just so I don't lose them. And I had marked some of these as being the good ones. So I want to sort by rated. And so here we go. So there's 4 new SKUs out. They're basically all the same thing, but they're this pad product. And what I need to do is make squared off versions and then name them. So I had named this one. Oh, that's interesting. Where's the title is down here. So this is the 50 sheet unpunched. You can see this down here. 50 sheet unpunched. Then this one is the 50 sheet close. What's a close? Oh, close-up shot. So each one of them has one of them. So the close-up shot is the same. Well, let's just process these. So basically, I just need to make these so they look. Oops, what's going on here? That's weird. File cannot be found. Oh, that's because I need to put this online. The Mac is not auto-mounting this folder. What do I need to do? I need to go to server, connect to server. I need to connect to this drive. And I want to mount this. So that should work now. That's odd. What if I can make that auto mount? Where was I? Going back to Lightroom. How come Lightroom isn't showing? Oh, there it is. Let's see if we have any better luck this time. It seems like it will work this time. Yes. All right. So we can see that this picture is all washed out, and it's crooked, and it's a little fuzzy. which is unfortunate. Is it fuzzy? It is kind of fuzzy. Let's see what we can do here first. The first thing we'll do is we will apply this automatic, I guess the full. You can see what that did is it straightened it out immediately. Now let's crop this with a 1:1 aspect. There's that. Now let's go back up here. Let's auto tone it. And let's boost the let's boost the exposure up. Pull down the highlights. It's not doing anything. This is actually overexposed because there's so much white in this. Let's try it doing this manually. It's not working. Let's auto tone it again. I guess this paper is whiter than that, so I'm not going to have very much luck pulling that out. I can probably increase the clarity of it. Probably push the shadows up a bit. And this side is the side that's kind of overexposed. I can balance out the exposure a little bit. That's all the difference. That's odd. I can't see this edge. Oh, that's the second one. Nah! Crap. Delete. Let's go. Machine's acting a little slow. Alright, there we go. What I'm just trying to do is adjust this just a little bit. Minus 0.1. She doesn't look so good. I need to balance this whole thing. Right on there, I would say. Let's go out of this and the controls are a little finicky. Let's rebalance that. Won't be as good as it's going to get. It looks white. I wish it was just the pitch photo was a little clearer. Okay, let's call that one done. And since these are all roughly shot the same, let me do the same thing with this and apply the same exposure settings. I think I can do that by going to Meta presets, copy, no, it's settings, paste settings from previous. It's not quite what I wanted, so we'll do this manually. Again, I'll go to that full transform adjustment, which straightens everything out. That looks a little bit weird though. It seems to be picking up that it's not quite. I guess that's. It doesn't look right to me though. It looks like this top is not straight. Is there a tool that I can use to draw on that? Just to see if I'm right or not. Let's do this temporarily. Yeah, you can see that there's a it's like a degree off or something like that. So let's see if I can adjust the transform to it so it doesn't look so silly. How come I can't scroll this now? Oh, I'm just in the mask mode. Can I manually transform this? Now it looks like, okay, there's like a grid. You can see like this is not straight. This left edge, in fact, it's still distorted. Okay, so I can manually adjust it. At least so the top looks straighter. And the vertical one. So I guess that's not perfect at what it does. And it's not. The interactive control is not being precise enough for me. Is this actually doing anything at all? No. That's +1. There's still some distortion on the. So I'll adjust both of these at this simultaneously. There's some difficulty with the mouse sensitivity here. Maybe I can't do this purely through distortion. Let's try, that's vertical, it's not working. Level is not working. I don't even know what guided does. I may need to do a little rotation. It does seem to help a bit. That may be as close as I'm going to get. It's F up, so that's interesting. Alright, so we have that. Let's crop this to 1:1. I forgot to start the timer. This might be a longer session, so I'm going to set 30 minutes. And oh, look, I can't even get that close. Because I didn't shoot it with that in mind. It's odd, actually. I can just bring it in a bit, I think. Let's unlock the ratio. Crop. Wait, is that the crop tool? No. Where's the auto aspect happening? Original. Click that. So I guess these all won't be square. Remove that. Let's auto expose. Ooh, that's terrible looking. Drop the. That's too much. I'll do a few times. And that's where we were. What it did was it dropped the exposure down and it boosted the whites, I think. And I need to increase the clarity. That's enough. This is a terrible photo. I did a bad job with this. I do need to get new glasses, I think. Let's boost the shadows. This contrast adjustment shows a good idea. And I'm seeing that just blown out here on the upper right. So I'm going to let's see, do this. Just see if I can even it out a little bit. Just a little bit. rotate this a bit. Let's see if I can move it back and forth where the best place is. Just want to catch the corner there. That looks good to me. Why is it so contrasty though? I put this up too high. Let's see, I want to drop the shadows a bit. Maybe not. It still looks crooked to me. The inside's still distorted. Let me reset this transform and start again. Where was that? Develop settings, reset. I think they have two options. Is it the same? No. Let me look at the other flagged ones. Here's all the unrated ones. This one actually might be better. That's weird. I want to see everything. Filters off. So here's one I thought would be the best one, but then this one is maybe better. One of these. Let's see if it's sharper. This one's definitely blurry. Let's try this one. Let me rate it here. Let's give it slightly better rating. Let's see if our auto. That's interesting. It's hard to say if that looks better or not. It still looks distorted to me. It's still a little bright on the other side. I wish this was like a little more precise. Just jumping by 0.3 each time. Yeah. Undo. That's driving me nuts. Most people probably can't see it though. These 1/2 a degree, 1 degree shifts. I want to rotate it -0.1. Makes me feel a little better, although I can see the distortion down here. Anyway, we'll go with that. And let's try see what this does for the auto balancing. It does an extreme drop of the exposure because it thinks it's overexposed. I wonder if there's a way I can set the exposure intent. Because this is mostly a white scene, so like if this had been a picture of a snowy landscape, you wouldn't want to expose white to be gray. But oops. So that's what it's doing. Just sort of getting a snapshot. So it's boosting the whites, dropping the blacks, and dropping the exposure. Let's bring the exposure back up. And also do the extreme contrast, which we will also undo. And we'll reduce this by about half. In fact, we'll leave the blacks. So we want to push the blacks in the other direction. Push white up. Shadows. I'm sure the distortion wasn't there. Highlights. We'll leave the highlights alone. Let's increase the clarity. And let's do that. So that's about like the room like this. Let's make that 0.5, 0.2, 0.1. Makes sort of a difference. Just takes a little bit of the edge off. And there's a sharpen tool too, I think. That might be not necessary. I don't think dehaze is necessary here. Oops. Nope, definitely not. Sharpen, isn't there a sharpen? Or is that in one of these? What's this do? Spot removal, radial filter. There's sort of a sharpen somewhere on this. Effects, amount, dehaze, detail, sharpening. Let's give it like 20. And it still looks a little unnatural to me. My eyes are really not working today. I gotta get these glasses replaced. I should schedule an appointment with my eye doctor and just get some computer glasses. I hate these. I like the frames, but I don't like these lenses suck. Alright, so I think I'm going to call that done for now. Let's go back to... I'm going to unrate this one. Next one I marked was this. This is the same. You can see that distortion. It's driving me nuts. Let's try the same thing on this. We'll go here, and then, where was that? That was, oops, wrong place. We want that full, like that. Is that really better on this one? Alright, so let's see what auto does to it. It does basically the same thing. Drops the exposure, boosts the whites, drops the blacks, and then fiddles the contrast. So let's leave the exposure alone and let's boost the whites. What I'm trying to do is retain, we don't want to even touch the blacks, I think. The black levels look good, or okay at least. Boost the clarity. Boost the shadows. I'm not dropping the exposure at all this time because I don't actually want to lose those. That might be alright. Did I already auto? I did do the full justification, didn't I? Well, the lens I shot this with doesn't seem to have a lot of aberration. Let's do a little bit of this. This is my 0.1 I think I'm using. And let's put it about right there. I guess that's good enough. Okay. Next up is this one. It doesn't look particularly good to me. Why did I pick this one? This is probably a sharpness thing. How does that compare to this? Or the one before it? I think this one's really blurry, that's why. And this one's too, that one's really blurry too. Already so blurry. This can't be the best one. It's like, and I don't know why I'm having such difficulty holding the camera steady. Well, I was on top of a step stool shooting down. It was too tall to use a tripod. Actually, next time just shoot on the ground. That would make it a lot easier. Lesson learned. Okay, let's try that full correction thing again. Yeah. I don't think it's applying the right perspective correction. It's guessing. Alto looks a little bit better to me than full. This, I mean, it's still. Okay, what controls do we have? Let's undo this all the way. So it's shooting a little bit. Oops. I just focus right here in the middle. And it's sort of tilting a little bit away from me and a little bit rotated. So how to undo that would be to, I don't think, this is a regular rotate. That's not what I want. This distortion, a combination of this and that. If I do auto, oh, it doesn't actually tell me what it did. Well, what looks wrong about this to me? Well, it's slightly off. It's like this bottom one is stretched a little bit more than the stuff on the top. And the stretching is stretched up in this corner. It's stretched diagonally in a weird looking way to me. It looks subtly wrong. But most people probably wouldn't notice it. Only I would notice it. Let's get that. And I'm going to try not to worry about it. So what did this do? We boosted the white. We're going to boost the black. We're going to boost the shadow. Enable clarity. Well, let's auto this one and see what it does. Should be the same. Bring that back up. Bring that up. Let's not drop the exposure quite so much. Drop this back here. It's just fun trying to find a good balance point to it. And on this side, let's go the other way for this. Just trying to move this. Looks terrible. Gonna win any awards for this, but it looks really artificial. Let's put this out of the way. Still looks so much brighter. wonder if I can set the sensitivity of the jump. Alright. Yeah, it's like really. What I'm trying to do is, let's start even this out a little bit. This is probably the wrong way to do it. I'm just placing way too many of these exposure adjustments everywhere. But, I don't know. Let's just see if this actually does anything. I don't think that does anything. So, let's see. What else? I've put way too much on that. Let's drop this down to 1. Oh, why is the mouse so finicky? This one, let's get rid of. Oops. That's very unsatisfying. I chatted something. Yep. It's because I'm live streaming. Yes, I think I am. Looks like I am. Just click the microphone mute in the bottom left. Excuse me. Or watch the stream channel at someone in the chat room was just asking whether or not how to listen. I'm using Discord to for real-time conversation as I'm doing this. Of course, I can't hear it because I have all my audio turned off. No, actually, if it's in Discord, it should come out through the regular speakers. I'll just double check that. 1 moment, please. If I go to my voice settings, the output is the built-in output. So I should definitely hear it coming out. Yep. All right, so this is as good as it's gonna get, I think. I need to figure out a better way of doing. Oops. What did it just? What the heck did it just do? I just lost all my work? That was weird. So now, and we're going to delete this. There, that was weird. Yeah, Roger just jumped into the live stream channel. Yep, and he muted his microphone. Success! Excellent. So, let me see if I can fix this. It's not letting me select it for some reason. I can move it. I want to rotate it. There we go. Alright, let's close that. I think that one's done. And we need to do this full screen one. They're all a little bit tilted away from me. I'm going to have to set up a better tripod. I will have to set up a tripod next time because this is ridiculous. But I just need to get these up. this one we should be able to do the 1-to-1 crop on this. Not a problem. So these will be the full-size listings. The full-size image on the Amazon listing. Let's see what does for auto here. A little bit less extreme. I don't want that so much contrast on that. And I don't want that exposure drop to be so huge. Actually, I should do this. Ah, crap. And then undo everything I did. And then we'll go like this, and we'll reduce the exposure. It's actually okay, I think. I think that's all right. And let's make that minus 0.3. So let's talk in the live stream. Now, let me look in close at that. Just lost my mouse. Here it goes. Okay, let's boost the clarity a bit on this. That's interesting. Oh, these glasses are so terrible. Why are they so bad today? I should switch to contact lenses for the rest of the day. I have wondered if my drop in productivity this year has been due to this bad glasses subscription, which is why I'm getting so many headaches. Or I've wondered if that's maybe a cause for having so many headaches. Oops, that's not working. I think that's going to have to do it. What was sharpening here. It's like and there's one more to adjust, two more to adjust. There's that one, there's this one. Let's see if we can apply the same development settings. This almost works. Just go adjust it a little bit. We need to go to wherever that place was. A little tab interface would be nice here. That's a different lens. That is an auto. Except it's off. It'll be fine. I'll make it look more homegrown. Let's reduce the amount of clarity that's odd. And clarity, let's drop the white boost a bit. Maybe I need to be adjusting the highlight in the other direction. That does make everything look whiter. This does need some rotation too on it. Better. Yeah, let's go back to this one. See if we can't make that a little better. This one I forgot to turn on profile correction. So between this one and this one should be cropped in a little closer. This one, too much gain on it. It's a little better to me. This one's more saturated. I wonder how people get better consistency in the tone. And by that I mean the contrast ratios. They're not finicky enough or observant enough of a photographer to really know why this is happening, or what's causing it. Let's try to do the best we can. It's a learning process. I shot like these full shots with a different lens than the other one. Look how much different that one looks. Let's crop this down. Down a little bit more. Down a little bit more. Didn't quite do that right. A little bit more. Okay, and so what did this? Let's apply the previous settings. How come? Let's see, if I right-click the image itself, I don't see development settings, but if I right-click the thumbnails, I do get development settings. Oops. Let's compare this to this. It's fairly close. Oops, that was 30 minutes. We're almost done, I think. This one is a little more. Is that the last one? No, there's one more. Crap. That's the last one then. Let's apply those previous settings just to get a start. Let's recenter this thing. I think I need to bring that in a little bit more. It's definitely still curved. Did the alto not get applied? It is alto, but rotation is the wrong direction. No. Ah. Slightly improved. Yes, you can still see the weird distortion on it though. Compare this one to this one. This is a little bit brighter. So let's knock down the whites a bit. Maybe the exposure up from -0.45. What was it before? -0.45. Let's make it -0.35. I think okay, I think this is going to be as good as it's going to get. No. All right. Filters on. How many do we have? There should be 4 of these full-size shots. We have 5 of them. This one is called, where's the titles? Let's go back to library. So we should have, this one is, I guess we need a cross compare now. Well, these are all going to be a little bit different. This one's dimmer, that one's dimmer, that one's dimmer, that one's dimmer. That one's quite much dimmer. Let's push the shadows on this. Oops. What's it doing now? Kind of jumping across next year. They're not tremendously different. You know, like if we're shooting this all manually, I'm surprised that it's so off. Something's wrong with my setup, I think. And this one's all weird looking. There's definitely a cast to this one too. What's wrong with this one? It looks like it's distorted too. It's much more orange. These were all close up with a different lens. Maybe order these? Oh, that's convenient. No, you could do this. Alright, so what do we got here? We have... Oh, it smells like burning. Wow. So much for breakfast. I was making a rice gruel. Let's see. I had to do that again. I thought I had set the heat low enough. So anyway, I need to look at, this is 50 sheets unpunched. One of these should be, I'm missing one. This one's not titled. Let's go back to the unfilters off. And this is definitely an unpunched. But I can't tell which one it is. It's 3430, 3431, 3439. So this must be unpunched also. That would be the first one. This is 50 sheet unpunched. Or is it? This might be 150 sheet. This one is number 45. It says punch close. Why does it say punch close? Is it the 50 or is it the 150? That's interesting. It moved everything out of the order. So now I don't have the context of the shoot order anymore. Can I undo the order stuff? Looks like I can. Or maybe not. Undo selection, undo module change. Undo selection, undo 1 star, undo order, undo reorder, undo reorder, undo reorder. Undo selection, undo selection. So tell me when it's doing an actual undo highlight. Okay. So we're back to where we were before. Let's go back to library. This is punch close. This is punched close. These are both. Oh, I see. I processed one of these twice. This is 034. This is 039. This should be 50 sheet unpunched. I think I think I did the close ones, only 2 of them. So this is punched close. That looks not bad. This is punched close. This is also punched close. And this is, oh wait, these are all, no, this is unpunched close. And so we have punch close. Yeah. That should be there. Punch close and punch close alt. This should be here. I screw them all up? No, just those 2. Alright, so these unpunched close. That one looks better, I think. Let's give this one the 2-star rating and this one the 1-star rating. My 2-star rating ones will be the ones I keep. So here's punch close. And then here is, oh wait, punch close alt. Okay, that's unpunched. This one needs a 2-star rating, because those are the only 2 I have. And then we have, this is 50 sheet unpunched. This is 50 sheet punched alt. 50 sheet punched or 50 sheet unpunched, which one's better? This one looks a little better. It's because it's brighter, but it's fuzzier. Oops, this one's super fuzzy, or it's taking a while to resolve. There we go. Which is a sharper one. They both look pretty unsharp to me. Which one looks less worse? I think it's gonna be that. So this is 50 sheet punched. This is 150 sheet unpunched. This one looks like it's a little bit too contrasty. So slight color shifts in each of these. I don't know what caused it. Maybe it's the mix, maybe clarity does it. This is 19, this is 19, this is 14. It's also the varying light, I think. Yeah, to figure out how to make this more consistent. So anyway, I have, this is 50 sheet punched, alt. This is 50 sheet punch. Which of these do I like better? This one actually, a little less extreme. And of these two, I don't really have a choice for those. Here's the 50 sheet unpunched. I'll make three. The ones I'm going to use will be the 3-star ones. If you have 150 punched and unpunched. Okay, let's change the star rating to 3 and above. These are my final pictures. So, unpunched, punched close. Oh, it's quite a bit different. Let's adjust the cropping of this a little bit. That much there. Switch to there. I think I gotta pull in a little closer on it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's approximate. It's so much fuzzier though. Oh, no, it just took a while to sharpen up. This is the same one. There we go. All right. Now we can export these suckers. Export. Let's make a new preset. This will be Amazon photos. Amazon product. And we will put this in a new folder in our personal, this is a business thing, collateral. Where do I put this? I should put this in my, just the regular graphics resources. Nope. I guess these are ETP product photos. Documentation photos. And these are the new Amazon TP. Choose. And we'll custom name all of these. I wonder if I can pull the, no, it doesn't allow me to. Insert. No, okay. Okay, what am I going to call this sucker? This one is, I should have looked. It was, does it say? Yeah, it doesn't. Export. It did something, which I didn't want it to do. I couldn't tell what photo I was on. This one is 50 sheet unpunched. This is ETP, loose leaf, 50 sheet. Or this is, yes, it's 50. ETP LO or 50. This is a loosely 50. U. unpunched. Let's make what size this is supposed to be. JPEG 80%, 1000 pixels. Don't enlarge. Let's make this 1200. Sharpen for screen. Let's edit some watermarks. I want to add one. Add watermarks. Can I add one? No, it's actually editing an existing one. No. Oh, crap. Oh, okay, there it goes. Say.com. Oops. Do I already have one? What does this look like? It looks so dim now. Let's see what this actually looks like. Audio check, audio check. Where was that? That was in my Dropbox folder. Personal, all products, EGP. Photos. That one's the one that. Yeah, so it's putting my watermark at the bottom at least. So I was just going to crop that out though. So I guess that's fine. So that was 50 sheet unpunched. This is unpunched close. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. Is that what I want to do? This is just LL unpunched close. Likewise for this. This is punched close. Why is it so dim? This is the what? This is 50 punched. This is unpunched 150. What is this one? This one is 150 punched. Export. And I think I'm done. So yeah, so I can finally make my product listing photos today, and then tell Frank to print and ship these things up, and they might even be there before Christmas. Certainly before the new year. And that would finally be my new line, some new products for the year, which I've been trying to do for the past 2 years. And then the full-size ETP notebook. I can work on that then. So finally, I got some stuff done on this. And it's 10:40, and I burned my breakfast, so I need to start that again. So I'm going to call this a day for this project and make breakfast, then do some programming work. I might stream that because I'm trying to get my head around on that. I need to refill my coworking archive queue too. So anyway, that's the stream for now. I will see you all later.